Hey everybody, Jack here. First video, I guess, from inside my garage. Today, what I want to do is I want to cut some stainless steel sheets with my variable speed table saw. So I'm going to be using this Diablo Steel Demon blade, and I'm going to cut this 3/16 of an inch thick stainless steel plate. I got this from the recycling depot. And I also picked up a whole bunch of aluminum, 1/4 inch plates of aluminum. So these are all about 2 feet by 3 feet. If you have a recycling depot in your area that buys metal, then chances are they'll sell you metal. So what these guys do is they buy the metal for, like the aluminum, they buy for 53 cents a pound, and then they sell it to individuals for an extra $1. Same thing with the stainless steel. So they buy the stainless steel for 42 cents a pound and they sell it for $1.42. And that works out to about 1/5 or between 1/5 and 1/10 of the cost of buying the product new. Alright, back to the project at hand here. So I'm going to be using this Diablo Steel Demon blade, and I have a variable speed table saw, so I can play with different speeds here and see what speed cuts the best in stainless steel. Alright, so I got the blade changed. So I got the Steel Demon in there. I'm going to be making an 1.5 inch cut here, 3/16 stainless steel. First time I've done this, I have no idea what to expect, so we'll see. I got all my PPE on, respirator. I expect this to be very loud, and I got my safety glasses, of course. I put my start-stop station right here. So this is if you haven't seen my video of the table saw, I have an adjustable speed table saw. I can change the speed of the blade. So right now I'm going to be trying it around so this should be around 3,500 RPM, 4,000 RPM, something like that. First cut with the Steel Demon.
It's cutting backwards.
There we go. So that cut really well. Nice sharp cut. Because it's a variable speed, it's possible for me to flip the reverse forward. So I started out and I was cutting backwards, and I noticed really quick that this thing was getting red, which it shouldn't. So the reason I'm using this piece, because it was scrap metal, so it had pre-drilled holes, so I'll use these for part of the plasma cable table. So now we're going to make another cut on the other side. So I'm basically trying to get rid of all these holes. My plan is to use the rest of the sheet to make a special rocket stove, new design. So that'll be in the future video. But I need the plasma cutting table, so that's why I'm making the plasma cutting table, so I can make the rocket stove with the rest of the sheet. So I gotta try and run this thing a little bit faster this time. Well, that was interesting in an expensive way. I knew that cutting stainless steel with this blade would be very hard on the blade. I've seen the electricians I work with use this same blade for cutting galvanized unistrut, and they last quite a bit of time. But this is fairly thick stainless steel. So total cutting length I did was about 200 inches. Let's take a look at these teeth here. See how they're all rounded? Completely chewed up. Completely rounded. Anyway, so I'm gonna make one last cut with this, and I hope I can make it. But the blade is shot now, so I might as well get every little ounce of use out of this thing. So, but I suspect this is gonna take a little while to cut. Alright, let's take a look at this blade a little closer here. So basically this is about 240 inches of cutting, or 250 inches of cutting probably. So the teeth are completely destroyed. There's like nothing left to this thing. Alright, so yeah, these blades, they do cut stainless steel, but like once. So now I do have a lot more cutting I need to do, and I have this aluminum blade that it's kind of at the end of its life for cutting aluminum. It's starting to give me some issues, so I was planning on buying a new one. I actually have a new one this size, but the 10-inch blade I plan to buy a new one, so I'm going to use that. It's not made for ferrous. Let's see what happens. And the teeth design on this blade is the same as the other one. These metal blades don't last very long, gotta say. But the variable speed table saw should help to get some extra life out of this. So whereas this one I had to run like 5,000 RPM, this one I should have to run quite a bit slower. So I plan to run this at maybe, I'll try it at 1800 first, see what happens there. And I don't expect this carbide to be as, this other carbide is a Cermet, not sure how you say that, but it's a harder type of carbide than this one. So right, so now I got all my pieces cut, and I got my pieces, my slots cut. I have to add these slots, so I'm just gonna fit everything together, make sure everything's good, then I'll follow everything. There. There. Well, it looks like it fits. Just what I want to hear. Stuff fitting together. Alright. So I gotta follow all this and I'll get back to you in a bit. Alright, so this is what this thing's gonna look like. Basically, I'll weld a little back piece here and a front piece. And I'll be able to bolt this right through, right into the side of my metal workbench here. And then these two pieces will bolt into the side this way and then this way. And then I'll just have an angle brace that'll come down the bottom here. So pretty simple, nothing fancy, but it'll get me going. And then I'm gonna use some sheet metal to kind of capture all the cuts in the bottom. Anyway, so I hope you guys enjoyed that waste of a blade, I guess. But you know, this is a jack of all issues. Doesn't mean that everything works out. Sometimes I have issue. So now I have issue with a $50 blade, I guess, that I gotta get a new one. So, but I expected it to last about this long. Mind you, me running it backwards didn't help things along. I did notice a couple teeth were chipped from running it backwards. So.